What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Listen, I just decided that I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Oh, my day's about to be long or whatever on Wednesday nights, I guess, because y'all want me to do Sisters or whatever. And I told y'all I may or may not do it. Don't get your hopes up. But it was a cute little episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it, okay? This Sister Season 3, Episode 1, When You're Confused, okay? Listen, it didn't came on already. I'm recording it after I did the other show. So I'm just going off of what I remember, all right? So, we can fill in the blanks in the comments, but we're gonna make it good as possible. I've been watching Sister since season 1, episode 1. And the only reason why I didn't watch it, wait a minute, what was going on? When Sisters first came on, my Wednesday night was so filled up with other reviews. I think I was doing most reviews on Wednesday as well. And that's why I didn't pick it up. And I just wanted to watch it. And I didn't watch it right away. I literally watched it a day or two afterwards. But I did enjoy the show. Okay. I will say that the women of the show, the only one that I truly like Danny, okay? Danny is the comedic relief, okay? And we already know that. But everybody has relationship issues. I'm just giving a little backstory just in case people don't know because we're coming in season 3. I'm giving a little backstory. If you haven't watched it, we got Danny, who just got into this relationship with this white guy. She's never been with a white guy. But technically in real life he's biracial. Okay. Well, he black. Okay, But on here, he a little white guy, cowboy or whatever, with a racist ass family, okay, who tried to attack her, literally came down to her job and attacked her, and she got that ass, all right? Don't want him to be with her because she's black, was just being all type of racist and stuff or whatever. It was just disgusting. Then we got Sabrina. Sabrina works at a bank with Maurice, our resident gay man on here, and truth be told, Maurice, he's a mess. He's one of those messy gays that I probably would hang around with, but he's funny to me on here, so I'ma just let that slide. He's a messy ass bitch. That's what he is, okay? He went through a time where he got gay bashed and got beat up and had a hate crime committed against him, and you'd think that'd make him change his ways, but not really. But anyway, he just messy, she and him worked together. She was attracted to one of her customers that came in. They had this connection. We couldn't really, and his name was Calvin. We couldn't really figure him out whether or not he was gay, whether he was bisexual or whatever, because they kept on putting things in there trying to make it seem like he was extra feminine or he wasn't a certain way, what you would perceive a man, quote unquote, to be, and I'm gonna be quite honest, I didn't like that. I didn't like how they was playing it because, and truth be told, it does happen where, some women be trying to figure out what a man is or whatever, but I just didn't like it. But, Sabrina has a problem with it because she couldn't figure it out because she liked him, and then he's liking vibrators, he's wearing like feminized or feminine looking underwear, whatever, so they're just throwing a whole lot, and I just didn't like how that was being played out. But it's causing friction in the relationship, whether they're gonna be in a relationship or not. She winds up fucking around with her co-worker Jacoby. Mind you, I'm sitting here the whole time last season when he first came on, I was like, who is him? I seen him before. Who is he? I seen him before. Baby, that is Alvester. Okay, listen. The old people that's been with me for a minute, back in the Tamar days or whatever, he used to dance with her. Like, he was on her tour. He danced with Beyonce. If you go back to bitch, what was it? When Beyonce did her little, performed the whole Beyonce album on MTV, for that whole 16-20 minutes or whatever, he was one of the dancers up there. I said, bitch, Alvesta, I didn't know he was still out here in these streets. Okay, look at him. You know what I'm saying? You didn't got a little bit more tatted up. He wasn't so tattooed up, okay? I was like, all right, Alvesta. Now, see, I don't like his character on here because his character seemed a little too thirsty for me, okay? Seemed like a fucking creep. I just don't like it. And then you got Karen and Zach, okay, and Fatima now. Karen, I just never really liked the way that she treated Zach. Zach is one of those fuck boys. Well, he's a fuck up mostly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he's innocent because we only get what Karen told us about him. She had to support him. He literally just got out of jail. He's trying not to go back to jail and stuff like that. And, she just really talks down to him. And I just never liked the way that she treated him. And they broke up a couple of times within these last two seasons, and this season picks up. She starts talking to this pastor Aaron, okay, who wife committed suicide in Karen's shop. And I don't like him either. I just don't like him. He's supposed to be alcohol free and all this stuff, and he doing too much. And then Karen, of course, gonna pick him over Zach. It's understandable given how she is. Zach wound up going with Fatima. Fatima is somebody that came in instead of putting him down, lifting him up, okay, and giving him that encouragement, to want to do better. Stuff that Karen didn't do. Granted, like I said, Zach is a lovable fuck nigga, okay? That's what he is. You know what I'm saying? He gonna fuck up sometime or another, but you still kind of like him and you still kind of feel sorry for him. That's what it is. So I'm not saying he get a pass, but I do actually like his character. He wound up fucking Karen. Karen pissed me off so bad last season when she accused Zach of stealing money from him. I mean, from her bank account. I think it was like $6,000 or something. And I was like, why would he do that? That means that he would go to jail, and it's too fucking obvious to sign his own name. Zach is dumb, but I don't think he that damn dumb, okay? And so instead of doing all of that, she put him through the hoops and throwing his shit around and just being pissed off at him for no fucking reason, and come to find out it was some woman who did it, okay? They wind up fucking in the closet at her job, and Aaron called him. Okay. I was just like, whatever. Danny, she got baggage with her relationship. She gonna fuck this up, and I hope she don't, because at this point, she the only one that ain't got relationship problems at this point. But the main bitch that got problems is Andy. All right. Andy was in a relationship with a married man, a man that she found out was married, and she continued to pursue and be with him. Okay, he pursued her. He told her he was married. She said no, but then they still hooked up, and now she's in love with him, and they been doing this whole back and forth shit, and he just gives me controlling, abusive tease. He's very manipulative. Okay, he's obsessive. When she tried to break it off with him, he just would not take no for an answer, and that's what most of these men do on this show. They just don't take no for a fucking answer, and I have a problem with that, because I don't like women being forced or try to be made to be forced to do anything, and that's what it seems, okay? It is hot in here, so excuse me if I start sweating. I'm getting a little misty. So that's what's going on. Now at the end, and he got a crazy wife who was trying to set him up and everything. It was just a crazy backstory. Y'all, if you haven't looked at season 1 and season 2, I believe it's streaming on BET Plus or the BET Now app. Okay, so you can go catch up. So we get to season 3. It picks up where I left off last week. I should say last season, with Andy dumbass getting back with Gary and going ahead and agreeing to marry this man after all the shit that he done put her through. Bitch, he squads you so fucking hard that you pass the fuck out. Okay? That is abuse, bitch. That's abuse, bitch. Mind you, she been in an abusive relationship when she was in college, so she know what it is, okay? And that is what her girlfriends are trying to stop her from doing. And she just won't fucking listen. And I'm just pissed off at her. So they laid up in the bed or whatever. Jasmine come in, his ex-wife, who was cheating on him with the lawyer that she was using to the divorce lawyer against him or whatever. They set up a whole scheme to try to trap him up. Bitch, it didn't work. She had Andy jumped by 2 girls and then somehow got into her apartment. Bitch. Mind you, Andy lives into one of those apartments where you have to be buzzed in, and then you have to be buzzed up. You have to go through the concierge and all of that shit and security. My thing of it is, how the fuck did she get past all of them checkpoints and then to get inside the fucking door? How did she do that shit? I just want to know. That bitch was crazy as fuck. Came up in there and shot Gary twice, okay? And I was like, is the nigga dead or what? Because to the end of the episode, we don't know what happened to Gary. We don't know if he's just so critically wounded, or is he dead or whatever. Is he hanging on? We don't know. We won't find out probably until next week, okay? So at this point, she's so pissed off at Andy about, taking her husband. You slept with my husband and all this shit. I'm like, Jasmine, get the fuck over it, bitch. Okay, why do you still want this man? Why do you still want this man? I just don't understand it. She pointing a gun at Andy. Next thing you know, Andy's scared. Andy's scared. And we need to get Andy some fighting lessons. If you gonna be fucking around with niggas, women, husbands and shit, you're gonna need to learn how to fucking fight, bitch. Okay, because you got your ass beat. Granted, you got jumped by two hoes, but you ain't even get a lick off of them. Okay, disappointing, bitch. And then you let this little frail bitch whoop your ass in your own house. Granted, she had a gun, but still, you still let her whoop your ass in your own bed, girl. I said, nah, sweetie. We can't do that. We can't do that. You know, of course, the bullets was going off in the gun, so that called for the neighbors around to call the cops, and they come in and see what's going on. And with that whole storyline, they get Jasmine out of there. Mind you, they was asking Andy all these questions, and they never said. First of all, we didn't know, that the paramedics had came up in there. Because at this point, I'm thinking they just got Gary up in there by himself and he was dead. Because ain't nobody said nothing about it. Andy keep on trying to figure out what's going on. Please let me see him. Let me see him. And they not saying nothing. They asking her questions about, was you cheating with him? Or was you doing this and all this stuff? What happened? They bring Jasmine crazy ass out. I'm not done with you, bitch. I'm not done with you. I said, girl, you finna go to jail for attempted murder. If not murder, if that man is dead up in there, okay? Andy did allow to come back there at the end of the episode, and that's where it cuts off because she goes, and I was like, girl, what happened? I said, y'all so damn dramatic. I love it though. Y'all so damn dramatic. Meanwhile, Danny, she doing her little situation with her men. They up in the tub, rubber dub dub and everything. They just being all good. Like at this point in time, Danny and Preston seems like they are the most stable relationship out of all of them. Who would have thought? Because at the beginning of the series, Danny then wasn't in a relationship. Danny was the one that couldn't get her shit together. Always, if they go out, have somebody else pay and all this stuff. Very much the comedic relief. One of the issues that I had with the character Danny in the way was the way that I felt like they treated her. They did treat her like she was the chunky comedic friend that really didn't matter. They didn't really include her and stuff. That's what I felt like, made it feel like her feelings didn't matter and all this stuff. Always joking and shit. We always know that Karen is more so Andy's friend than everybody else's friend or whatever. I just didn't like it, And Danny and Zach are real close. I think Karen met Zach through Danny because they work at the airport together. But anyway, moving on from that. They're cool. They trying to have their little talk and stuff, and then she gets a phone call from Sabrina, okay? Because at the end of last season, Calvin came in and saw Jacoby there. Man, Jacoby was trying to get with Sabrina for a minute, okay? He was just doing too much. He was just too thirsty, too lame for me, okay? He was begging, and literally in this episode, he was begging for the puss, and I just didn't like that. Don't beg me. I only want to beg you to stop in a good way when I'm getting it in, you know what I'm saying? Be like, you want me to stop? You want me to stop? That's how I want you to do, you know what I'm saying? That's the begging I like, all right? It's consensual. We having fun. Not this, come on, let me stay. Let me get this in there. You know what I'm saying? You wanted it. Come on, just let me stay. She telling you, bruh, to get the fuck out. Because Calvin came over there, and he was pissed off. So he left. And at this point, Jacoby, he's still with his dick out and everything, still up in the house. She done told him to leave. And it's just like, boy, get out of there. It was just pissing me off. I said, he just comes off very, like if he don't get his way, he can flip out on you and do some harm or whatever. That's the tease he give me. I don't know if it's just me, or I'm reading a little bit too much into it, but that's what he's giving me. I wish this can go away. I'm so mad that I put this on my neck. It bothers me because my neck used to be so nice. Now I got this blemish, residue from the blemish. Anyway, y'all thought that shit was a hickey in my other video. Somebody was like, a couple of people was like, look at you with your hickey. No, bitch, it's not a hickey. If it was a hickey, my shit would be red as fuck. Anyway, moving on from that. Calvin tried to come back over there after he didn't talk to Maurice about stuff. Maurice had tried to warn Sabrina. Sabrina was on the phone with Danny trying to figure out what should she do. Calvin popped up in there and told Jacoby to get the fuck out. That whole time Sabrina was laying up in her room on the phone doing whatever she was doing. Jacoby supposed to have been gone. He was still there. I'm sitting here like, bruh, why are you doing this? You are not making your case better. And the whole thing with Sabrina is she hasn't been in a committed relationship in a while. You know what I'm saying? And so she has a problem with commitment. Usually we see shows and stuff about men having problems with commitment or whatever. But in this case, it's Sabrina the woman. All right? Because Calvin, he wanted a relationship with her. But she can't get over the fact that he's not her type or not what she's used to. And literally what she's used to don't ever really work out. She wants the roughneck, the bad boys like a Jacoby, but it don't ever work out. Instead of the, regular dude who may got a little quirk here and there like Calvin. So he basically told her, bitch, we done. Okay, I'm tired of your ass. And I'm pretty sure they gonna link back up. But when Jacoby left and Sabrina was standing up, he was like, you sit down now, cause I'm talking. Bitch, I ain't never looked at Calvin like that. That one scene last season when his dad died and he ran out of the waiting room, the way he ran, that shit was funny to me, okay? But when he sat and he told her, he got pissed. He just put a little bass and authority in his voice and everything. And he was like, you, sit down. I'm talking now. I said, oh, I ain't never looked at Calvin like that before. And I looked up and I said, yes, I said. I said, that's what you got to do. Sometimes we just like to be put in our place a little bit, bitch. Y'all already know that I like that shit, okay? Tell me what the fuck to do. Tell me to shut the fuck up, okay? I'm like, bitch, you shut the fuck up. No, you shut the fuck up. I'm like, okay. You ain't got to tell me but twice. Anyway, let me stop playing. Anyway, moving on from that, that he just going off on her, getting her feelings out, and she's just so confused at this point. Girl, you want this man. You want this man, give him a try, okay? Meanwhile, we get to Karen and goddamn Aaron. Karen at the house, Aaron comes over. He's drunk as hell. Now, he had a problem with alcohol at one point, and, he was sober. He broke that soberness and he was trying to get with Karen, okay? He was like, I can do for you what he can't do. What he got that I can't do or whatever. I bet you I can do it better and all this stuff. I said, I don't want no drunk dick. I ain't even straight. And I would have been like, I don't want no drunk dick like that, bitch. No, that's nasty. It's sloppy, okay? You just look sloppy. It's not a turn on. Please sit yourself down. Imagine he came over there drunk and he drove himself. I was mad at that. I said, that's what we're doing? That's what we're doing, Aaron? No, we're not doing this. This is not cute. This is not how you win a woman over, okay? And I just figured it out with Karen. She has an issue and a thing. It seems like a pattern of getting with men and trying to fix them. She got with Zach knowing he had issues and stuff, and she tried to fix the situation, putting him up, taking care of him, paying the rent and all this stuff. That got tired of her. That got tired. She was over it. Then she get with Aaron. He got so many issues and baggage that she gonna wind up trying to fix. He's an alcoholic. A ex-wife that couldn't let go, that committed suicide in her shop. All this other issues that's going on in between them. Okay, and it's just like, damn, can you just get a normal motherfucker? You can't fix everybody, and I think that she like doing it. That's what she attracts. She really does. He up there talking about some, I'm in love with you. I said, nigga, how long you been talking to this girl to be in love with her? Give me the timeline. Give me the timeline. Okay? So they was going through that. Mind you, before that, Zach came over and gave her $5,000. He was like, I owe you $70-something thousand, and I'm putting $5,000 on it. It was for rent, it was for food, it was for all this stuff or whatever. Because remember, Karen just found out that Zach is fucking around with Fatima. Fatima is it got introduced to the group through Andy. Everybody hit it off with her. She works for Andy. You know, she's like her secretary or whatever. And, you know, she found out when they was in the store that Zach and Karen had fucked around again and that this was the same Zach that she was with. She didn't know and they didn't know at the same time. It was all innocent about how nobody knew. But at the same time, I was just like, Karen, you know you fucked up. Let Zach go, okay? And I was like, Zach, get away from her and go back to Fatima and try to fix that, okay? And Fatima was pissed. Fatima was pissed, and I truly don't understand why she was pissed. I understand that you got feelings for him, but she already said that she just literally dates around. She don't get so involved with him. But she did give Zach key to her house or whatever. But you never really said that y'all were official, y'all were exclusive, y'all were boyfriend and girlfriend. And if that was to happen, I don't think Zach would have intentionally messed it up on purpose. And truth be told, I don't feel when he went over there to Karen's, that he went over there with the sole intention to have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? It just happened. Shit like that happens, all right? It was the heat of the moment and it just boiled over and what else is there to do? To fuck, okay? That's what happened. Bitch, some of us been in that type of situation. It is what it is, okay? And so, you know, Fatima was in her feelings about it. She was in her feelings about it. And basically told him to get his shit and get out. She had his shit packed up and everything. And I was just like, okay, but why? Why? And then had a dude on standby that came in and he was lame and corny as shit. Okay, nigga had no swag, no game or anything. I was just like, oh, Fatima, why you do this? Okay, Zach left her some money for letting him stay there, you know. And eventually she wind up after she come off this date with the lame dude, she wind up calling him or whatever, Zach, and you know, he was just saying, have you ever been confused? And he was being real. He wants to be with Fatima, but he also still loves Karen, and part of him still want to be with her. And truth be told, he don't need to be in a relationship at all because he is not ready for it. I don't like when people hop from one relationship to the next relationship and don't allow no time to heal from the past relationship. Okay? You have not gotten over that person. It's still that hurt there. You still love them strongly. You're going to always love them regardless of how, if they put you through hell. You're still going to love that person. It may not be as intense, it may not be as hard as you used to, but you still going to have some type of love for them, okay? He didn't allow himself to grieve that relationship because he still want Karen and he probably still think it's a chance for him to get with Karen. But Fatima is better for him. Fatima is better for him. And, you know, they going through their whole situation and all this stuff. And I feel as though, you know, even though she want to kick him out and all this stuff, he gonna come back over there and he gonna blow her back out. Fatima gonna be mad for a little second and you know he gonna come back over there. Let me fast forward and see if it's anything else that I'm missing in this episode. I hope you got the gist of it because I was trying to put in, you know, since I started in season 3 instead of season 1 like I normally do a series. I'm just, you know, catching those up who are new, okay? Haven't been watching. But like I said, I think it's streaming on BT Plus and or the BET Now app, so you can go back and you can watch season 2 and season 1. I will say it is a good show though. It keeps my attention. I like it. I really do, and I did not think I would like it. But you know, Karen is my least favorite. I remember I said some shady ass shit one time and she retweeted it. The actress that played Karen, she retweeted. She take it in stride. See, I love it when I can do reviews on these shows or whatever and I can be talking about the characters and talking about the show and all this stuff and the people that's in it don't get upset. They understand and all that shit. They take it or whatever. It's all love at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm gonna review the show, y'all. I'm gonna do the show. You know, you ain't gotta keep on badgering me about it. I'm gonna do the show. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. If I missed anything, you know, next week's review will be more so like the way that I do my reviews, okay? Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see you guys later. Peace.